All right, a very good evening to you all members, all educators on call. I want to welcome you once again to today's session. This is EdTech Exchange, an initiative by EdTech Teachers Network, a weekly meetup, a weekly virtual meetup where we connect and learn together. We connect and share on topics related to education technology. So right about today, we are going to be sharing on a specific topic that I will be unveiling within a very few minutes from now. However, before we proceed, I want to request for a volunteer to lead us with an opening prayer and a willingness to bless our session. So Mr. Gilbert, kindly unmute.
Father Lord, we want to thank you for this wonderful evening that you have granted us. We want to thank you for the daily work that we have worked on. Father, as we go for this engagement, we as people we can't, but with the help of your Holy Spirit, Lord, we can do everything through you who strengthens us. We are calling upon your guidance. We call upon your angels to guide us. As you have been the Alpha, we pray that you be the Omega. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray and believe.
Amen, amen. Thank you very much, Comrade Gilbert, for that wonderful prayer. I'm pretty sure our session is blessed and it is in the hands and the guidance of the Almighty. So members, welcome back again. Today is yet another great moment whereby we want to learn something else. You all very well know, for those of you who have been consistently following our previous episodes, looking at the past 4 recent episodes, we have been trying to look at different innovative projects. You all remember very well, in some time back, we looked at creative, innovative website projects. We had a session on that. Then we looked at mobile application projects, coming up with mobile application innovation projects. Then we transitioned and looked at creating creative multimedia projects. And then later on, we had a session on robotics and STEM projects. So all these sessions were basically preparing educators like you and then equipping you with the techniques or the skills that are required for you to engage the learners such that they can be able to create a project within those various categories that we have talked about. And right about today, we want to now transition and look at how can we prepare our learners to deliver a very great pitch? How can they be able to sell that product or that solution that they have come up with? In case they have come up with maybe a website as their project, they have come up with a mobile application, they have come up with maybe a creative multimedia project, they have come up with a robotics project. How can they prepare and deliver an outstanding pitch? How can they be able to sell that product or that project that they have come up with to potential judges, to potential funders? How can they be able to convince them and sell their project? The people who are looking at them can be able to understand how valuable and how viable their project is. So without wasting time, members, right about today, we are blessed to have our comrade, and that is Mr. Rogers Mukalele. Is going to be leading us in that discussion. He's going to be leading us in today's session. And I've seen he's already on the call. I want you to join me and we warmly welcome him. Mr. Rogers.
Yes, Mr. Emerut, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity. Yeah, so the topic I'm handling is how to prepare and deliver a powerful pitch presentation for EdTech innovation exhibitions. And I want to thank all the educators who have been able to join for this session. Okay, so there are two main things that we are going to be looking at. Maybe before I look at those, there is whatever I've been highlighting. There is a course that we created. We have been following called the EdTech Clubs course, and we have covered these sessions here. For those of you who have just joined us today, you'll be able to find them on the EdTech Teachers Network YouTube channel. So we looked at project ideation, we looked at multimedia, robotics, coding and app development, and website. So today, this session is actually, we are mainly looking at pitching and preparing to pitch and preparing for the exhibition. And we are going to be looking at, first of all, the pitch deck itself. How do you prepare a wonderful pitch presentation? And then, how do you prepare a demo video that you may need when you are preparing for the pitch presentation? And then also we shall look at the final delivery tips and what exactly are learners supposed to what do learners need how do the learners have to prepare so that they are ready for that particular exhibition. So I'm going to be, let me just go straight. This other part we had looked, okay. Just a minute. Yeah, so let me just go straight. Let me first go to this point first, and then I'll come back to the other areas. So I said I wanted to highlight these two. So if you are preparing for a pitch presentation, depends on how your exhibition is going to be. If it is just going to be like you are, maybe people are just going to come and you are going to demonstrate to them maybe on a stall, still you need to have your pitch deck, your materials. You may have to prepare and you print out your display materials that you are going to use. When people come, you can be able to explain to them. If we have judges, you need to have still your plan or your presentation. Yeah, so for this particular presentation, I'm going to be considering learners who are presenting on a stage when they are aided by a PowerPoint, and that's what we call a pitch presentation. And you structure your slides from the problem to the solution that you are exhibiting, to the process through which this particular project was created, and also to talk about the impact and sustainability of the project. Because ideally, we don't want learners to create a project which is not going to see the next day, when it is just going to end at the exhibition and that's all. It should have some impact of how it is going to solve, how is it solving the problem, and how sustainable it is going to remain. And I'm going to be sharing a sample pitch deck, and then we look at some of the detailed sections in there. One thing that I normally look at is the way you are using the images, the tables, the diagrams. Now, like you see here on this presentation that I'm having, I would have just gotten maybe words and pasted here a lot of paragraphs, but I've used shapes, and I'm trying to make sure that I use particular colors that I'm using in my presentation. So we have to be very keen to see that our presentation is very good and summarized and easy for the learners, and also keep the text short and readable. And so that is going to be on the side of the pitch deck. And then also we have what we call a demo video, which I also want to talk about, and I'm going to be guiding on how you can make a good one. With the demo video, you need to use tools. Here I've talked about PowerPoint. Here there are some tools also you can use to make sure that your video is efficient and effective. Usually during the pitching, they give you few minutes. They give you like 5 minutes, 7 minutes. So your video doesn't hand it. That video is part and parcel of that time. So you have to make sure that your video is like 1 to 2 minutes, but it is very, very, very helpful. The video is short, but it is able to show part of the process, part of the product, so that even someone who just watches the video can get an idea of what your project and what your final product is actually handling. So I'm going to be also demonstrating briefly on that particular part of the pitch deck, and then I'm going to be getting back and talk about the evaluation criteria. What are the judges going to be looking at so that you can be able to succeed very well. So at this time, let me share. There is a sample pitch deck here for one of the upcoming exhibitions that are happening. So we have one of the upcoming exhibitions which is happening next week is one of Edify. So let me use this one of Edify to demonstrate for here. So when you go to the internet, you visit the website of Edify, there is a sample pitch deck that has been published, and this is just a sample to guide. So I'm going to show you how to download it and how we can customize it the more. Yeah, so on this website you'll find an article here, final preparations for the Edify exhibition. So this is one of the organizations that organize innovation exhibitions and give learners an opportunity to showcase their problem solving skills and innovation. This is one of the organizations. There are many organizations, and this is last year's how it looked like last year. So these learners are on stage from one of the schools, and they are having judges here, they are investors, they are learners and other stakeholders, and then these learners are on stage. Now they have their media here. There is a demo video which they were playing showcasing what they were able to do, and they are communicating their problem, their solution, so that they can be able to be listened to, and people can be able to know what they're able to do. So what I wanted to look here is to download this sample pitch deck that has been provided. So the website is edify.org.ug. Yeah, so if you type maybe Edify exhibition, you'll be able to find it. And for those of you who are preparing for other competitions, whether UCC, whether APS2, whether SESEMAT, or any other exhibitions, the principles we are talking about here should be able to guide you. You just change the theme, you just change the whatever, but the principles, whether it is website competition or wherever, you should be able to apply these principles accordingly. So let me try again. I'm having some challenges in my machine here. Something I think has, and by the way, this is a very good example. You can be pitching to people and then your machine gives you headache. So you need to test. You need to be able to test. Your machine could be when it has been working very well the whole day and something happened. Maybe some virus appears, maybe a flash disk has been put in and something happened. So you have to be having a backup strategy, and you'll be able to have a very good presentation. So okay, so my machine is back. So let me share my screen. Yeah, so now one of the reasons why we actually encourage us to have a presentation and also a video is your solution, your app, your website, whatever thing, even your robot might crash on that day and fails to work as you had planned. And so you need to be having a video. So this was a sample pitch deck that we're having here. On the first slide, since we're having limited time, it is good to find a way of summarizing and put there what is very important from your presentation. Putting the name of your school, putting the project title clearly, and also if you can put a picture of your product, it could be good. So if we are talking about an app, I have a picture of the app here. Someone sees it once and they already know what you are talking about. We also have something called a link. In case you have additional information about your product that you have put online, maybe you have a website, or you have a YouTube channel, or you have a blog, anything about your project, you can put it here. So that maybe you have social media account, you can put it here. So this link sometimes is long. You can shorten your link. You can shorten your link. There are tools that we use for shortening links. So if your link is long, like maybe you have a Google Drive link, you can shorten it. We have a service called bit.ly. So you can go to bit.ly and then you type in, you put in your long link, and then after that you can be able to get a short link version of the same. There is also this other one called dub.sh. It is a new one. There are many other URL shortening services. So I've seen this for some schools. If you want to shorten your link, you can get a link. Maybe you want to share a link to your, maybe you made a demo video or a YouTube or something. You can shorten it, and then you put in the long link, and then you shorten. It will give you a short link that you can be able to put down here, so that if someone wants to check more information regarding your project, they can be able to check it out there. Then also we have the problem statement, which was key. Here you talk about the problem that you are solving. So what have you observed? And by the way, the problems, learners should link them to daily life, what they go through in education, in health, in transport, in all the various spheres around them, and the sustainable development goals. So the problem has to be clear, and also mention her. I have something which is still coming up here. Let me hope it is going to allow me to proceed. So we have the other one is the solution. The solution and features also has to be highlighted. So what are the features that you have in your project? What does the app do? The app can allow people to register, people can search for notes, people can play this, like you mentioned the things on your website. If it is a website, if it is an app, or if it is a robot, what can it do? It can listen, it can walk, it can do this. So you highlight those features of the project that you are having. So you describe that. Then after that, you look at how you built. People have seen that, they know the problem, they have seen the solution, but they also need to know, how did you come up with it? How did you come up with this? Did you just go and buy it somewhere, or you got involved? Like learners, the process from the first meeting you had to the research you did online to like putting it together and creating the content or assembling the product and making sure that you connect it with the science or the technology behind it. So you need to have a summary. You can put this in bullets, that we did this, we did this, we did this. And also you talk about the tools that you may have used when you are working with this. Which tool did you use? Which EdTech tool did you use to come up with this? Which other tools did you use to come up with this? Summarize them, the key ones, and put them there. Then you need to have a video. Like I talked about issues of video, you need to have a video. And in the video you can highlight something on the process and also something on the product. So for example, here I have a video. Now in PowerPoint allows you to put a video inside, but that means the video should be small in size so that it can fit in the slides, and the slides are not too big. If you put a video of 1 GB in the slides, the slide will become 1 GB and you can't even share it easily. So there is a tool that I'm going to be talking about that we can use to make our videos small. There's a tool called the Handbrake, and also there's another tool called the CapCut that we can use to edit our video. Now I'm having some video here. Let me see if it can play. This was some school from last year's exhibition. They made a video of just like 1 minute, but first of all they showed us the learners behind the scenes they were creating an app. So they are discussing, they are highlighting, like if you cannot make a video, at least you can take a picture of these learners when they are involved. Then after that, you also show us the app or the website or the robot or that device or whichever kind of product you have managed to create, or that presentation or that spreadsheet. So at the end of the day, you highlight the features of the app. You demonstrate the main features, and I can be able to see that there are notes in here, there are pictures, there is a quiz. So you highlight the key features, the key areas of the project. Now, how can you make such a video? Creating such a video requires you to get maybe you have a picture, you have this clip when they were starting, you have this clip, you have this screen recording of the product, and then you combine them using a video editing tool. So we have a tool, there's a tool called CapCut. If you can search for CapCut, I think I have it here, only that my computer has been misbehaving. So I think I should be having CapCut here. So with CapCut, you can be able to use it to edit your video and put it together. And this video is going to be key. One, it is going to make the judges to appreciate that learners actually did this, because it is showing something behind, because the judges will not come to your school to see these learners doing this. And when they are assessing, they want to look at the product, they want to look at the process, not only the final product. So you need to learn how to edit the video. By the way, we had a session on video editing under multimedia, so because of time I may not be able to demonstrate, but this is the tool I was talking about called the CapCut. So with this tool, you can record a screen if your product is like a website or an app. You can even screen record using a phone. The phones have screen recorder if it is an app. Then after you have recorded in the phone, then you can import your video here. You can import maybe the picture of the learners when they are using the tool. This is a picture. I can put the picture on the timeline. I can import a video, and then I can cut. The video maybe was the video may have been long. The video maybe was long. Then how do I cut out? I can say, okay, let me pick this part, and then I cut, and then I scroll, and then also pick this other part, and then I cut. So you should learn you cut out and leave only maybe this part showing the front end. Then maybe you like at the end of the day, the timeline will show you how many minutes. So make sure that you don't exceed 2 minutes for your video, showing us the best from your presentation and also from the learners. Then the learners need to tell us about the impact and sustainability of this project beyond the exhibition. First of all, how is it impactful in line with the theme? If the project is, we have a theme for the exhibition, how is this really aligned with the theme? Okay, so like in this one of Edify, they are talking about Christian values and how this project how is it transforming and creating impact in the people who will be using it. How is it solving the problem? So we need to be looking at the impact, but also revenue model. Is this something that people can pay for? Is there a service you are rendering with this kind of project? Are you able to give a similar service to other? If you have built a robot, are you able to build more robots for other schools? Or so you need to, and then how much would you charge for that robot or that website or that app that you've created? So you need to think of, and learners need to come on stage and be confident, and then they will be able to explain to the judges. So the conclusion and call to action, this is the very last that the learners have to say. That thank you for listening to us. You summarize what you talked about and ask for support. Do you want people to subscribe to your YouTube channel? Do you want people to visit your school to get more? Do you want people to invite you to their schools so that you can maybe mentor other classes? What do you want? Do you want partners or investors to invest in you and give you capital to scale? So at the end of the day, you can be able to give the final slide where you are going to talk about thank you, and this is the time when they will ask questions accordingly. So this was a sample pitch deck that we have prepared here, and I can see my time is moving so fast. So I'm going to be talking about where are the scores, what will the judges give as marks, how will the judges score you having done this kind of pitch deck, how will the judges score you accordingly. So I'm going to be talking about this briefly, and then I will be concluding accordingly. Now this information is going to be shared online, and we have it on the website as well. So we are going to be sharing more information on this accordingly. So let me share this quickly, and then we shall be able to proceed. So let me resume my presentation. So I've talked about the pitch deck. I've gone through the pitch deck, and I've been able to talk about what you need to do. So let me give you this, and then I'm going to be asking for questions. Please start typing your questions in the chat. So this is the evaluation criteria. The evaluation criteria is talking about what will the judges look at when they are scoring. These criteria cuts across whether it is a competition of MTN, whether it is a competition of Sesemat, whether it is apps to. This criteria is similar. These are some of the things they look at when they are assessing. And for those of you who are going to be participating in the Edify exhibition, we are going to be having similar criteria. The judges are going to be looking at it. So remember, you had a slide on problem statement. So there also we are going to be looking at let me share again my computer. So we talked about problem statement. So what is going to be the criteria? What are they going to be looking at when you have, and we have organized actually our pitch deck to be similar, to be organized and arranged in the same way with the criteria here. So the teachers, as learners are doing pitch practice, ask them these questions, and then they will be ready to pass. 1. How significant, problem statement, the question the judges are asking is, how significant does the project address a clear challenge in school, community, or society? And who are the users? Users should be identified. So in our school, we realized many learners are like this. In our village, we saw farmers are having this kind of challenge. The learners need to identify the users, and also they need to identify the problem, and it must be clear. It doesn't have to be vague. So within a few minutes, people should see the problem and they should see the users. If it is a website, who are the target people to use it? Is it for doctors? Is it for farmers? Is it for teachers? Is it for students? And what is it helping them? How is it solving? If it is an app, who are the users and what problem are they solving? So that is a criteria. There are going to be marks. So the judges are going to have a pen. They are going to be scoring as they see you. In those 7 minutes, they will give you. The second is the solution that you are providing. The functionality and demonstration of the key features. Does the solution work well as expected? And they will want to see whether it works. And for these exhibitions, judges usually come to your stall, and they see. If it is a science fair, they come and they see, they test, they open the app, they open the website, they click on that hyperlink. Does the hyperlink work? They try to register. Does the registration form work? If it is a multimedia project, they go, they click on the link. Is the YouTube channel there? When I play the video, is the video really working? So they need to see that really if it is working, is it really solving a problem? Is there any value? So we need to look at the solution, whether it works. And also, does the project demonstrate original thinking? Did learners, is there any innovation? This is an innovation competition. So we want to see, is there something unique about this, or it is more of the same? Just another app, just another website, just another video. What is unique about it? Just another robot. Okay, so we need to see. There are those of you who have been doing robots like walking stick. What is new about your walking stick? Oh, it is still the same walking stick you have created. So we need to see that something is different about your solution, and there is innovation. Then value addition is there. Then there is what you call process. We have seen the robot is working. That is good. Congratulations. Who made it? How was it made? We want to know what was the budget. Okay, we need to know exactly. Learners need to have an idea. If you use a software like WordPress to make a website, do learners know anything about WordPress really? Which themes or plugins were used? Do we know? Okay, or they use the programming language called Python or whatever. If the project is very advanced for the level of learner, the judges will know that this project learners never did it. You just did it yourself as a teacher, you gave them. So they look at feasibility, technical feasibility, financial feasibility. Is the solution realistic and doable by the learners using readily available materials? We want to know mainly that. Don't do very complicated project and you have used very advanced JavaScript and Word, and then learners can't even explain. So it is not feasible that these learners of 8 years did it. And also, what is the cost? If we look at the project, is too expensive. Maybe you just borrowed it from the university and gave learners to bring it. It must be really replicable and should be affordable. And learners should be able to, it's something that learners should do, and even other learners in other schools can copy. So we need to look at that. Appropriate use of technology or digital tools. Have they used the right tool? Have they used the right plugin? Have they used the right technology? Have they used the buttons in the right way? What have they done? If they have done Scratch, have they used the right loop or the right, instead of using a backdrop, they used a sprite. So these people who are going to be judging, they know ideas about these technologies. Okay? If it is a science exhibition, they are looking at the science you've used. Is it relevant? Okay? Yeah, so my PowerPoint here is having issues, but I should be able to manage it. So that is the situation. Then the level of effort will be looked at. The product is good. The website is okay. The learners they seem to know something about the technology behind it. But there is only, we want to look at the level of effort in terms of the quantity of work that has been done. Okay? If it is a website, how many articles are there? Have a very beautiful website, the menu is working, the learners know the technology has been used, they are able to explain how they took the photos with the digital camera. So here we are looking at they have done, but how many photos are there? If it is a YouTube channel, how many videos are there? If it is a robot, we are trying to look at the materials that have been used. Have they just go take a small box and put some few wires and that's all? Which level of craftsmanship has been used to make this? If I look at it, I see that really learners never did this in 1 hour. They spent 3 weeks on this and they had meetings, they contributed, and I can see really the work there. The level of effort is clear. So we have to look at that, and so we look at the quantity. Yeah, so we look at both the quality, as you can see here, we look at the quality and also the quantity. Quality may come in things like design principles, the grammar. If there are articles, have you used the right English? Okay, or you have just used the AI. The judges will just know that this is just AI. Learners never did this. You just used the AI and generated 40 articles and published using AI. That means the level of effort is low. The quality of content is low. we look at the quality of content. If you have AI content on a website, Google penalizes because of low quality. Even YouTube, if you are making videos and you are using AI, that is low quality content. You also need to have your human input in content you are creating. Of course, AI can help you, can aid you in being more productive, but the human touch should be there. And we should know that this is not entirely AI, but you have a level of effort that you have integrated in there. So please, don't just go there and then say, our project was very good, but the other school won us. Your project was very good, but AI generated. Okay? The other ones used their camera, used their mouth, they used their hands. The drawings are handwritten. I can see them there on the website. They have drawn these things. They are not generated the drawings using AI. AI can generate the drawings. But for you used your Canva and drew the diagrams yourself. So you have used the EdTech tool appropriately, and there is higher quality in your output. So the judges will be looking for lazy people who have just used they just want to just come and make a show, but when they never did it. So we want to see, is it like teachers who did this or learners? So we look at the feasibility, then we look at the quality, and then we look at the quantity. Those are the things we are going to, and this part has the highest number of marks, the process. Then we have impact and sustainability. We look at alignment with the theme. Now, like this one of the Edify, they were looking at Christian values. So does it embody stewardship, integrity, service, generosity, justice, hard work, respect, joy, peace, faith in action? All these things are encouraged in as part of Christian values, where God tells us to work. From the 10 Commandments, man has to work, man has to do what? All the things that God told us to do. Is this project helping us in one way or the other? For example, if it is providing a service to others, so if it is so you look at the theme of your exhibition. If it is another, look at that theme and see how is my project aligning with the theme. So in this time we were looking at a theme where we are bringing in promoting Christian values among the learners. If you have done a program using MIT App Inventor, what is that app helping? And also, which Christian values does it promote? Does it promote integrity? Maybe you have done a system which helps to make sure that at the canteen people can compute and make sure they have accurate financials. Maybe there is integrity in there that you are promoting. So what are you promoting? What is your solution offering? Is it providing a solution towards the health, and something there is service, or there is kindness? So what is the project solving? So they will look at that, and then the viable model for sustainability and income generation. They will ask learners questions. How is your project going to be sustained? How will it be there after 5 years from now? Where do you see this project 2 years from now? And the learners will be angers. They don't know what to say. The teacher never told them. Okay? Coach your learners. If they ask any question in line with sustainability and a viable model of this project, you tell the learners if they have done their project, they have done this program using the Excel. You see, when we look at EdTech, we look at all the tools that we have. Learners have used the Excel, and they have done a system which helps to compute tithe, or it helps to tally learners' attendance in a school. Okay, so they have used the Excel. That is an EdTech tool. Now, where's the financial model? They say we can customize this and we can sell this spreadsheet to other churches. Okay, or we can, this project of ours, this robot of ours, we can market ourselves as a robotics club in our school, and other schools can call us to go and mentor their learners. They pay us. Okay, so your project can be able to help you to sell a service, or you can be able to sell itself. Or we have integrated ads on our website. You can be able to earn. Or you need to think of a way. They should know, how does this project really bring money at the end of the day? If it is a learning video, you've created learning videos on your channel, you will know that, okay, these learning videos, we can create more. So you can find that we have advertised ourselves. So you can see that maybe we can create other videos And on our channel, people who subscribe or people who have only paid are the ones who will be we shall give additional videos. So you can find a way of having a financial model. Then finally, the last part is this part of dissemination, which I already talked about. There must be teamwork. Let not just only have one person on stage talking, others just quoted. This one doesn't, even when it is one learner who was very active, let them share the mic and let them be able to. Same one will introduce, another one can talk about the process and maybe explain the demo video, another one talks about the financial model. So at the end of the day, you see that they are sharing the stage. Have they used the PowerPoint well, or they have got words in Microsoft Word and powered in the PowerPoint? Have they integrated their video very well, so that video will be given a mark for a very good video being used? Communication of technical ideas. Are learners using the right jargon of technology as they speak? Okay? Are they talking, if it's a website, are they talking about the hyperlinks? Are they talking about what? Are they using the right language, of technical language and mastery of concepts? They will be looking at that. Are they exhibiting, are they responding to questions? They will ask them questions. Or they will ask a question and then they will collapse on stage. So let us have our learners. So I've talked about what you need to prepare for the pitch deck. Make sure that you prepare a beautiful pitch deck. Clean design, I've shared a sample. Structure the slides very well from problem, solution, process to impact. And then use images, pictures in your slide. You can use that presentation. And also when it comes to the video, I've talked about recording your video using your phone or using a camera or screen recording. If it is a screenshot or using, so you record the video, edit it, make sure that you also put in some of the pictures showing the behind the scenes, so that when someone watches the video, they can see the process of where this came from, and make sure that it is in landscape so that it can display on the projector. There are very many competitions for innovation competitions. There is one for Edify, which is happening next week, but there are others. There is one for Apps 2, there is NCC for UCC, CCMAT, and others. So prepare the learners for these. I'm talking to patrons of, this is not, it doesn't end at the exhibition next week. There are many more opportunities. So let your school shine always whenever you are there. Then I talked about the basic editing videos. I talked about CapCut, and there are many others like Clipchamp, Shortcut, and others. You can use them to edit your video and make sure that it is there. I talked about recording your video in landscape. If you are recording a video, use your phone when it is sleeping, not when it is standing. If you take the video with the phone standing, you are taking the video for TikTok. Okay? But here we are not taking the video for TikTok. We are making a video that is going to display on a projector. So make sure that you make your phone to sleep, so that the video comes out one which will display on the projector and cover the entire screen. Don't make video when you are recording a video and you make your video to be sleeping. Okay, so that is one thing that I wanted to talk about. Finally, be prepared in case of anything. Let us always have a backup. Print your slides. Now you can see your PowerPoint can fail to open on that day. Print out. You can give copies to the judges, hard copy of your presentation. And even these learners on stage, they can have a hard copy. In case anything happens, power goes off, they just continue talking. They continue confidently. Even they give the judges a copy. So I want to encourage the schools, first of all, know your slides in, out. Know your slides inside, out. Whereby even if the power now, like for me, today's presentation has been a very good example. My PowerPoint is crashing every minute. But even if my laptop goes off and I remain with my phone, I should continue talking to you. So the learners should not be that in case, like at the website competition, those who are attended recently, for some schools, their presentations were refusing to open. But the learners should continue talking to the judges and explain to them their problem, their solution, and if they have a hard copy of the slides, they give a copy to the judges, and the judges, you can still win. So make sure that you practice the flow of your presentation. avoid there are those who are memorize word for word, and the judges will be able to know that you've made these learners to cram. I saw this at the recent website competition. A learner comes and the words are just flowing from their head, is looking even at the roof, and is just reproducing whatever has been crammed. Let it be a natural flow. That's why some learners were able to recite what their teachers said. We use the WordPress to make the website, to do this, and then after that the judge asked a question: which software did you use to make the website? And the learners were hangers, because they had crammed and they actually mentioned it in the reciting, but they failed to answer questions. So let learners understand, so that they don't just reproduce crammed passages. And anticipate questions from the judges. Check for grammatical errors in your pitch deck. Make sure that the errors are not there, because they are marks for quality. Where there is wrong grammar, poor marks for quality. That is poor quality work, because there is wrong English. So make sure that your English is okay. Test and ensure the components are working very well. And practice alone. Look at yourself in the mirror. Practice to the friends before coming on stage. Let these learners pitch to their classmates, and then let them rehearse, including questions. Let people ask questions, and then these learners should be able to answer. So if I have learners on stage, please let us always shine. Let us speak audibly, make eye contact with the judges. Look at them and use your hands naturally, smile and show enthusiasm. Stick to the time that has been given, and you can do storytelling. You can talk about your chemistry teacher who has been struggling maybe to teach chemistry or whatever, and then you have come up with this tool which helps learners to understand this. So you bring in stories. You can talk about your grandmother who is doing what, and so this solution is going to help them to do this. So you can try to bring in a story, a compelling story. You can start with actually a persona or a story at the beginning, and so there people will relate very well your solution to the problem that you are solving. And be confident even when something happens, even when technology fails. Be confident. And with this, make sure you have a handout or a printed copy of your presentation, and be clear. If you don't know the answer, it's okay. It's better than forging a wrong answer and people know that you are deceiving us. If you don't know the answer, you can say, okay, that's a great question, we'll look into it further. Find a way of yeah, that's a very great question, we are going to do more research on that. Okay, so don't hello, I hope I'm still being heard. As I was
Yes,
concluding.
Rogers. Yes, Rogers, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm concluding, Mr. Morut. I'm giving tips to the learners as they will be on stage next week, and also in other exhibitions that will be coming up in future. So avoid reading from the slides. Avoid looking at the other screen. There's learners who, like last year's exhibition, I saw learners came and they faced the other side of the screen. So we were looking at their back, and they were just reading for us from the slides. And avoid a lot of words. Avoid speaking too fast. Maybe for me today I'm talking too fast, but please be calm. Speak one sentence at a time. Don't be too fast, and don't ignore the audience. Make sure that you are very ready to pitch to the learners. Now we have videos online for last year's exhibition. They are there for other exhibitions, so you can go online and search for Edify EdTech Exhibition 2025. You can be able to see what happened. It will give you confidence, and you'll be able to see what you are there. So the checklist: make sure that your pitch deck is ready, tick. The demo video is ready and organized, tick. Be smart. Make sure you rehearse, arrive early, and make sure that you are there on time. I'm going to open in here. Let me just allow a few questions, then we shall be able to our time is up. So let me end it here for now, and I'm going to be asking Mr. Emerald. For those of you who have not submitted your project, For the Edify exhibition, the link is here. Edify EdTech projects. You can be able to still submit. The deadline is actually on Friday tomorrow. So you can work on your pitch deck and submit it, and then you'll be given opportunity to present your project. The exhibitions are going to be at Makerere University, Eastern Gate, Wandegeya there. You'll be able to find an auditorium, the first one, as you enter the university, Eastern Gate. So we shall be there, secondary schools, primary schools, and we are using technology to solve problems in our society and in our schools. So let us be there, and we shall be good to go. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Murud, for now. Let me see if we have any questions, and then we conclude the EdTech exchange. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Rogers. Members, join me, and we appreciate Senior Rogers for comprehensively taking us through. You can hit your reaction button on your Zoom application just to give him some flowers, because he has really comprehensively guided all of us how we can prepare our learners very well, such that they can deliver a winning, outstanding pitch. Yeah. Mr. Rogers, all those hand claps, all those flowers are all yours. Thank you very much for the comprehensive presentation. And I'm pretty sure that most of our participants have learned something. And I know they are going to prepare their learners for the upcoming Edify exhibition, and then also any other maybe exhibition or innovation competition where they will be able to submit their projects. They have comprehensively been guided on how best they can prepare their learners, and trust me, I believe their learners will be able to deliver an outstanding pitch to the panel of judges. So at this very particular juncture, I want us to transition and get some questions from members who might be having some areas that they want to get clarity. So you can type your question on the chat, or else you can raise your hand up, and then we can be able to give you a chance to be able to ask. We are doing this in the next 5 minutes only. At least by 6:45 we should be done with the questions. So yeah, the floor is open. You can raise your hand up and ask a question, or you can even just give us your comment about how you have been able to understand what Mr. Rogers was sharing. Yeah, it can be a compliment. Yes, I can see first teacher. Go ahead and unmute and speak to us.
Hello, can you hear me?
Very well.
Yes. Good evening, members on the platform. My question is, they have shown us some of the ways we can prepare the pitch decks. So I'm inquiring whether the deadline is still on Friday, or you can buy us some more time to implement what we've seen here in the slides that you've shown us, because they had said that the deadline for submitting them is on Friday, but according to what they have explained here, you may find that somebody didn't include everything there and would like to implement them. That's my question.
Yes. Are you hearing me?
Yes, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, the deadline is Friday tomorrow, because this pitch deck and information has been shared many times. Like we said, we have been having EdTech exchange for many weeks, and we have been sharing this information. The issue of the sample pitch deck, the pitch format, all this information has already been on the website for long. So the deadline is actually Friday. If your school doesn't submit by Friday, tomorrow 5 p.m., then your school may miss out, because we are printing the booklets. We are going to actually share the short list of schools on Saturday, the next day. The short list of schools that have submitted their pitch deck and we think are ready. We have seen their video, we have seen their pitch deck. We are going to shortlist all the schools we think are ready. We are not going to assume that there is a school X which is still preparing a pitch deck and maybe it will send on Monday. No. So the deadline is tomorrow. We already have 30 schools that have submitted already their pitch decks, so we are going to select from those ones. And we expect many more to submit by tomorrow. So there is some competition, because we are going to give opportunity to like only 24 schools based on the time available. So not all schools actually which have submitted are going to be given opportunity, because we are going to look at the level of effort, the quality, and the quantity of what they have managed to do, and also whether their projects have any innovation or not. So there is already a competition. Yeah, so please, if your school is to participate, make sure that you submit your pitch deck by tomorrow, Friday, 5 p.m. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Rogers, for the clarity. Yeah, I think we still have our 2 minutes for another question or two. Anybody else would wish to ask? Okay. Seems we do not have any other question. Maybe could someone share maybe some feedback about the session? Maybe a word of appreciation to Mr. Rogers for the comprehensive insights and guidance. Can we get one representative of all the participants who have attended who could do that?
If we have any learner, if a teacher, you have a learner who is on, please, you can give them opportunity to greet us, tell us their school and whether they are preparing for this one or any other. I've seen in the chat Mr. Christopher is preparing for the UCC ICT Club competition, which is also happening. We actually had the EdTech exchange session where we talked about the various competitions that are happening. So patrons, as you prepare your learners, just know the opportunities are many. There is one for UCC, which is also happening, and even there is another one for Science Teachers Union. So you're a secondary school, you can participate in this one of Edify, and then you can go and also in another one and win and keep winning and keep winning. So let us just keep preparing our learners, and then the opportunities will always be there for us. Yeah, so yes, we have Musana. You are having a question? Musana Justin. Musana Justin.
Musana Justin.
Okay, I think I'm unmuted now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Rogers, and everyone who has participated in today's session. I am from Happy Time Junior School, that is Katikamu. My question is, just in case someone participated in one category, for example, I participate in multimedia, am I allowed to borrow a leaf in any other category to come and boost my project? For example, if I can I borrow a leaf in website, and if I did so, will I be judged in both? Or
are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, we shall not limit people by category. These categories were just for training purposes. We are going to have only two categories at the exhibition. One is primary schools, and secondary. You can have a project when it is integrated, when it is having a website and multimedia. When it comes to the project, even in the new curriculum, they encourage integration of concepts. You can have a project having CRE and English and mathematics and ICT. So we can have a project having programming, having what? So integration of technologies is okay. We are not going to look at categories in terms of technologies used because you can have an integrated project. And you can have two groups. You can actually have two groups of learners. You can have maybe a group when they have done an app, and then another group which has done another kind of project from the same school. Like even last year we had a school which had more than one project. I hope I've answered on that.
Yeah, true.
Yes, I think thank you very much. There is also a hand from Steva Lab.
Yes. Mr. Mutaibo, to unmute them?
Yes.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, my name is Manguzi Grace Victor from Steva Christian High School.
Yes.
My question is, are the competitions covering both primary and secondary, and are we doing them together, or it is just generally secondary versus secondary and primary versus primary, or it is general?
Yeah, we are having too many categories. So the primary schools are going to be judged on their own, and we shall have a winner for primary. And we normally give good presents. We give computers, screens, we give EdTech devices. So you'll come back as a winner. So we shall have a winner secondary, winner primary. So there are two categories, and each the primary kids will not compete with secondary.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Okay, so members, I think that is it. Please, for this one, we shall always have, as the EdTech Teachers Network, we shall always highlight various competitions that will be happening after this one of Edify and many others. So please just continue preparing. And if you are not ready for this one, we wish you the best in another. But if you are able to prepare for this one, we shall be there. As ETN, we cut across various organizations and initiatives. Fresh teacher, you still have a hand up?
Yeah, I have one more question. I'm asking whether the patrons, the ones who went there to train, whether it's a must for them to attend the event, or even if someone doesn't turn up, and when a school wins, is it the school that that gets the present, or even those people will be rewarded?
Okay, so we are looking for this exhibition, we are looking at recognizing the patrons as well, and there could be some gift packs for them, but this is really an exhibition for learners. You see, as a teacher, your calling is to support those learners, the learners, but really it's going to be a school. The learners will have their own gifts. A school will get the gift, so the gift is going to be for the school. And the patron, if for example you win a screen, you take it to the school and you use it for teaching, so you also be using it as a school. If it is a computer, you take it there and then you use it as a school. So the device, the awards are going to be for schools, and you, the patron, you are the one taking back that award. The patrons will be given some few gift packs and certificates. Yes, this is the program for those who are going to come for the exhibition next week. It is going to be at Makerere University at Wandegeya. There is Equity Bank there. There is Eastern Gate. Just as you enter, there is a new auditorium owned by School of Public Health. It is a very wonderful auditorium, and The capacity is 500 people. So we shall be there. We are inviting many schools to come and exhibit. In case you failed to submit a project by tomorrow's deadline, you can still come and just witness. You can still come and just witness. We allow even schools, so long as you can be able to call us and then let us know. So we allow schools also to just come and witness. So this is going to be the program. We start with the breakfast at 8 in the morning, and then we shall have judges coming to see whether the app works, whether the website links work, whether the robot works, whether the YouTube channel is existing and the videos are okay. So we are going to be having judges physically coming to the stalls. We shall give each school a table. So make sure that you come with a printed copy of your slides, come with any display materials. We shall give you a table. You can put there a tablecloth. You can have something. So each school presenting, you will first pitch to the people physically on your stall. People will visit you from 9 up to 10 for a full hour. We shall have visiting your exhibitors table. This one doesn't need PowerPoint. It just requires people to come and they test your app and see whether your project is working. Then after that, we shall have some announcements. Then the pitch presentations are starting at 10:30. And 10:30, but please, those who are pitching, come early, because there are some scores that are going to be determined by the physical visit. There are some things which will not be seen in your 5-minute speech. There are some things which the judges are going to score during the visits to the tables. Yeah, so the score sheet has the manual, then also the other pitch, which will be like icing sugar. Yeah, so then we shall have the touch typing challenge. In case your learners, there are those who have learned and mastered the keyboard that they can type simple English words without looking at the keyboard. You give them some practice. Like last year, we had this. I'm not going to go to Twitter to show you, but when you go to Twitter, by the way, you can be able to see the updates on the channel, on the which are happening. The hashtag is EdTech. Yeah, so make sure if your learners, there are those who know touch typing, we shall give them opportunity. We shall have a challenge dictating some words. Those who type very fast, they will also win for typing very fast and typing without looking at the keyboard. Yeah, then we shall have a panel discussion. We discuss the EdTech ecosystem, from using devices to integration in the classroom to innovation. And then we shall have award ceremony and close. So please, you're all invited. It is free to attend. All you have to do is to come, be inspired. It may be that your school has not participated this year. Maybe come, bring your learners. They are coming for a tour. Let them come. Maybe they are preparing for the one of UCC. They can come for this one to learn, and then they go and they win also in the one of UCC. So please, we welcome you. In case you want to come, you just call you can call us, and then we can be able to give you a slot to come and attend at the exhibition. So basically, that is all I wanted to share at the end of the day. Thank you very much. Mr. Morot, I think that is all for today. We can be able to conclude. In
Okay,
case
thank you
maybe
very
someone,
much.
I'm going to put the phone number in the chat in case someone wants more inquiries or they want to come, they can be able to call, and then we can add their name on the list. Tell us the number of learners coming and the number of teachers coming from your school.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Rogers, for sharing all that great information, which is handy as we prepare for the Edify EdTech exhibition, which is coming up just next week. So just a little reminder, members, EdTech Teachers Network is an organization that is registered, and it embraces all educators who are passionate about using technology, integrating the use of ICT and the education technology in their day-to-day work. So you might be there and you require to join us. We have a variety of, we have about 3 packages of membership. When you visit our website, I shared the link on the chat. When you visit our website, you can be able to to read more about our packages, we have associate membership, we have delegate membership. Associate membership is free, and it comes with some privileges. Then we also have delegate membership and institutional membership. So you might be there and you have appreciated and loved what we are doing. You could be able to join us and we do it together as a team. And we can also be able to host you. Maybe there is a topic you are passionate about and you would love to share with fellow educators. You could let us know, and then we can be able to host you in one of the episodes which are coming up in the nearby future. Otherwise, I want to appreciate all of you for sticking to the call from 5:30 up to right now. I implore you to always share the links with all educators who would potentially learn and who would potentially join and we learn together. Thank you very much. Once again, this has been, I'm sure it has been a powerful and very enlightening session. May God bless Mr. Rogers for the selfless heart he has, and also the insights he has been able to share with all of us. And then to you all, thank you very much for your resources. Thank you very much for the data you have put in, and then also the time to make sure that you attend up to this particular time. Up next week, we shall be having another session, still on Wednesday, same time. And maybe before we go off, a humble reminder, next week on the 12th July, we shall be having a physical workshop, this time around in Luero. Luero will be hosting us. So we want to request, in case you are within Luero area, you could join us physically. The session is just that it is going to be a 1 day session. It is going to be on a Sunday. We shall be there and we shall handle a variety of tools. We shall have various sessions, physically and practically. We shall have hands-on activities that we shall do during that physical session. It is just around 30,000 just to cater for the logistics, that is the meals and any other logistics that we might inquire during the session. So I invite all of you to join, and also you can also be our ambassadors. You can invite all the neighboring colleagues who would wish to join that particular session. Thank you very much for today, and may God bless all of you. Now let's welcome one member who can lead us with a closing prayer as we wind up everything now. So anyone who wants to
Mr.
bless our
Morut,
session? Yes.
Mr. Morut, just the members, the phone number is on the screen down there. Those who want either to come for the Edify exhibition or to come for the physical workshop in Luero, where we shall actually go through all these resources. So you can call 0393 101 998 to register. So take that number, that's the number for our office. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rogers. Let's humble ourselves and we pray. Heavenly Father, King of Kings, we want to bless you for this great session we have had. Lord Father, we thank you for the gift of our lives. Thank you for the time you have provided us to be able to connect again and meet and learn together. Lord Father, I'm trusting that we have been able to learn something fundamental, and we are going to transfer it to our learners that we interface on our day-to-day work as educators. Lord Father, as we depart from this virtual call, we are just separating virtually, but we shall remain together spiritually. May you protect everyone, protect all those who are going to travel to their different destinations. Also, as we head to our homes or our places of residences, may you cover us during the course of the night and protect us such that we shall be able to wake up alive and kicking ready to serve your servants and glorify you, O Lord Father. I pray all this in Jesus Christ's mighty name. Amen. Thank you very much, members. See you next week, same time, and using the same link. Have a blessed night.